But really see my lord's order, last order.
Yeah.
So that case wherein regular qualified persons are roaming in the state for appointment, retired teachers have been directed to continue. That is why my lord have directed them. The total number of vacancies there.
Yes, what is the total number of vacancies they have kept unfilled? And what are the steps you have taken?
I have already received instruction so far the secondary education is concerned in high school matter and the higher education and university. The information regarding
keep the mic before you. Let people see what the government is seeing.
Yes,
doing. Yes. What is the extent of vacancy?
Vacancy, your lordship may kindly say and passing one instruction.
Yeah. You can share a copy with Mr. Das also.
Yes. I will give them. Sorry.
Xerox it and give it to him. Get Xerox that us.
Your lordship will find the vacancy in secondary education. Director of secondary education later. In government school, 5,565. In fully aided high school, 1,652. And new aided high schools, that is block grant high schools, 5,538. And Sanskrit tolls 502.
Which is the letter which you are reading?
That is 26,300. Director of secondary education, you are seeing in the top of the letter.
10-10-25. 10-10-25. He has given another item of he has given it to me. I have folded it.
These are different, na? Do you have copy of this? You will get the Xerox of them here only. The government is very poor here. It will not give copies also.
Just now I got this.
Well, you should have asked them to bring 4 copies, 1 dozen copies. So that to whomsoever they want, you can distribute. Like Rasgulla. The Rasgullas are sweet, but these are bitter. That's the only difference.
You also got that 10.
Total number of vacancies.
Yes. That is in government high school, 5,565.
That is the vacancy.
Yes.
5,565. 65.
In government high school.
In government high school. Then out of total how much? What is the actual strength?
That they have not provided.
That they will not give. Therefore, you should ask somebody to be here. What the students should do. All substandard students. Because substandard teachers. You don't appoint also. I can understand if you do not appoint the police people. If you do not appoint the teachers to the schools, what the children should do? You are spoiling the state.
As it transfers, 13,000 vacancies are.
13,000 vacancies, why they are not filled? Other day I saw some advertisement of the government saying that our object is to generate employment. Let alone generating. Whichever posts are vacant, you are not appointing. That to the schools. If children do not go to the school, and if this is the state of affairs, what is that government is boasting of? Education is a basic need. Dr. Ambedkar said, educate, agitate and organize. What your government is doing? All our constitution makers will be shivering in their grave. Ask your chief secretary to be present before the court. Ask him to be present before the court. Why no action is taken for making appointment? 5,565 vacancies in the schools.
In government school only.
It is not only that apart 1,652
in fully aided high school.
Aided schools. 538 in aided high schools.
Block
grant.
And Sanskrit tolls 500.
Therefore, 5,565 plus 5,538 plus 1,652. How many? Nearly 13,000 vacancies. Nobody is going on strike in your state.
Outage.
Everybody is happy. Now I understand why the state is lagging behind. I'm sorry to say, as an outsider, I should not say, but I have great rules. This is too much. This is too much. This is too much. What our children should do. Ali, what my order said, what steps you have taken about this? What are the steps you have taken? Show that.
But this higher education is concerned, my lord, in the next letter, in colleges, letter 13/10/2025.
Litigation in different court cases. Which are the litigations? I'll get them posted before me now. Give entire cases. You can't just play with the people, lives of the people. You spend crores together on unworthy things and you don't want to make the appointment to the schools. This is too much. Kindly see the kind of response they have given. Just read it. Let people see. There are 6 of the letter. Kindly read it slowly. I also will read afterwards. People of this state should know what the government is doing. It is further submitted that the recruitment of teachers in government secondary high schools and fully aided high schools in the state is a continuous process.
Yes, sir.
That's cited Mr. G. Come here.
It is further submitted that the recruitment of teachers
See the vacancy position.
secondary high school fully
In no other state, you will be given Nobel Prize. If there is a competition to show, we have kept the largest number of vacancies vacant. First prize goes to government of Odisha.
We are trying to fill up the.
It's been done. What has been done? This thing is a very elastic word.
There was an advertisement.
When was the advertisement? Give me the details.
My lord, pursuant to that advertisement, posts were filled up, some cases were pending before your lordship.
This is as of this is 10/10 to 30/25.
Okay, step.
Why wholesale recruitment process is not undertaken? Teachers it is, not some wine shop. Your detergent units, we are not on that. We have no role to play there. Whether you want to appoint, not appoint, it is not much of our concern.
My lord.
When it comes to schools and colleges, because court is the stakeholder, education is very, very important. More particularly, primary education, secondary education. That's how nations are built.
My lord, I agree with your lordship.
Therefore,
But yes,
you agree with my proposal to keep your chief secretary present before the court.
no, my lord. The problem is that, my lord, there are several type of teachers. So far as the primary school teachers are concerned, their recruitment will be made through the
Agencies.
No, not agencies, my lord. Government is doing that. First, they will be appointed, engaged as Shiksha Sahayaks, and thereafter they will be regularized as primary school
No,
teachers.
that has now been abolished. Now that is not there now. Better now.
Shiksha Sahayak,
Now you are taking a teacher. Can you say
assistant
lead teacher?
but the scheme is same.
No. Now it is direct. After government is come.
Your lordship put a query, what steps are going? That is paragraph 4A of that 10/10 letter.
10/10 letter 4A.
4A, second page.
The other letter.
No, that is
same
Same letter.
Yes.
Or A.
A.
Recruitment to teaching posts in government.
Secondary schools have been regularly filled up during academic year 2019-20, 21-22, 22-23 and 23-24. Further, the Odisha Staff Selection Commission, Bhubaneswar has advertised 6,025 numbers of teaching posts for filling of vacancies in government secondary schools, and the certificate document verification of candidate TGT, PCM, CBJ, certificate and PET are scheduled to be held from 16/10/25 to 20/10/25. This is 2 days after my. Further, the selection of TGT Arts and TGT Odia and Hindi teachers post has been challenged in the Honorable High Court, and the petition is under hearing stage. Additionally, 2,798 numbers of ST/SC vacancies have been submitted to the government for considering filling of these posts in government secondary schools. In the academic year 24-25, 1,798 numbers of teaching posts were filled up in high schools through recruitment by Staff Selection Board, Odisha. Additionally, 1,652 number of vacant teaching posts have been submitted to the government for considering filling of these posts in high schools.
Still thousands remain.
No, the sample is 6,000.
Let us see the arithmetics now.
Now 6,000.
Already about your excellency, 6,000 plus 2,000, 8,000, 9,000 and 10,500 are in process.
No, when that will be done?
Yeah, 1610.
No, not all that. No. Kindly see, it is in respect of which schools? Government secondary schools have been regularly filled up.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
There are 5,565 vacancies as on 10/10/2025.
Yes.
That is last week. Yes.
And the advertisement has been made for 6,025.
This was for the year 2023-24. Sir is talking about 24-25.
Vacancies
24-25. But those after filling up these vacancies, again they will make next process for the year 2000.
Correct. You will be knowing the date of birth of the employees. Therefore, obviously, you will be knowing the date of their retirement also.
Exactly.
Date of retirement is not variable, is it not?
No.
It is well known. Rather than the date he gains entry to the service, you will be knowing the date of their retirement. 1 year earlier, in Malik Majid, what the Apex Court said.
Yes.
1 year earlier, you have to make preparation for appointment of the judges' post. Same principle is applicable to these things also. More than code, schools are important. So, this is not the answer. And you have mentioned about the building case. Where is the stay? You have not stated one single sentence about that. Case is pending.
Last week also, my lord advocated one
In today, before your lordship, item 49 also that staff selection. In last week also there stayed.
Stay to how many posts?
Only 4 petitioners are there. Altogether, my lord, 700 and odd posts have been seen.
Exactly.
Still, thousands are remaining.
Yes.
What is you are going to do with those things? You have to file the better affidavit.
Yes. But I have not yet filed the affidavit, only I have
I'll
file them.
File affidavit along with the steps you are taking for making the appointment. Otherwise, the children of this state will suffer. Other children will prosper. The children of your state will suffer. You want that to happen?
No, definitely not.
I pardon your lordship's concern and we will take care of this.
On which date you are giving full particulars? The action taken report I need.
Yes.
What are the steps you have taken to make appointment to the teaching posts?
So far as 24-25, advertisements have not yet been
Not yet been issued at all.
because
26.
and 25-26. And now all these posts are filled up by the retired persons. We have to qualified person, some are going for the average.
They have challenged it.
We are going average.
Fixed.
No, we are going average, my lord. 32 is the last year. They say upper age is called. So what will do? We are qualified. Yes, we are qualified. What means the retired teachers are on 25. Because except of the RTX
25, 26, it will come. That advertisement has not been made because the recruitment has not been completed as yet.
No.
You have to file better. Keep your. I will direct your chief secretary to be present before the court.
Yes.
It may not be necessary. Let the paper be filed before your lordship. And that second letter, that is in case of higher education.
Yes, there is a mess.
What is the higher education?
That is 13, 10, 25.
Post of VC of 15, 17 university, 15 are vacant. They are not taking. Only advertisement issued, not even filled out. The VC,
Totally, how many universities?
17 state universities, as per my record. That is 15 are still vacant. They have issued an advertisement last year. So that they are not taking any step but to fill up. Only an advertisement.
Now the governor is
Only super VC, you can post the professors.
the recruitment, previously the lecturers recruitment for the university were through the government. Now that has been
Given to the governor.
no, that has been to the
University.
University.
Yes.
To appoint.
Upon the lecturers and other teaching.
So they have not
University is not second to government.
Yes, state universities.
Still, government has limited control.
Which control you have?
Appointing authority to register and vouchers.
You will see.
If they do not do, suppose if the universities do not make appointment at all, then the government will stay.
Then we have. Yes.
No, there are no appointment made. How many VCs, how many universities, how many regular VCs are appointed? Supreme Court said in Marathawada judgment that vice chancellors are the conscience keepers of the university. Where is the conscience keeper now?
Let me give you one line. Out of 298 posts are sanctioned, they have stated. 298 sanctioned strength of professor, 216 of our posts are lying vacant. This is the position now.
In university.
Yes, in 98, 260 is vacant. Only 38 professors in 17 universities that are teaching the students. What is the situation now?
Though university is not a department of the government, you have abundant power. I have seen the University Act also.
Yes.
You have abundant power
And we
to
also.
intervene in certain matters.
Yes.
You ask them, why have you not made appointment? What should happen to the students?
And another point I will, your lordship, we shall file an affidavit.
You file an affidavit, not just piecemeal.
In 2023, requisition was made to OPSC for filling of the assistant professor post, assistant professor post. And since 2023, the selection list has not been given by the OPSC and the recruitment process.
What step you have taken?
What impression it gives to the people that some business is happening. That will the innocent people will gather.
It is all is not in the hands of the government.
Whatever is in your hands.
Staff Selection Commission, PSC, university.
You can ask the universities, because I have written the judgment.
Yes,
That the secretaries of as many as 13 departments happen to be the ex officio officers of the members of authorities of the university.
syndicate members.
Why do you make them? They go there and take rest and take tea, coffee, and maybe taking something else also, and come back to the government. That is not the object. Government's secretary level officers are in the Senate. Syndicate. Why? What for they are there? Or doing maja? That's not the object. So government has put their people, its people there, so that what is happening in the university will be known to the government. Why they are not telling? Why are you keeping these posts vacant? In one advertisement of the government I saw while coming from the airport, the object of the government is to generate employment. What generate employment? There are already vacancies. Why can't you make appointment? Thousands of people will get appointment. That helps the people. That helps the students. And the students are the real future of this country, your state. And there is not even one whisper that you have any difficulty with the funds. Nowhere it is stated. Fund is not a problem. But mind is the problem. Will is the problem. Where is the will?
So you Lakshmi give some good time.
To Chancellor.
Chancellor is also subject to scrutiny of the court.
Secretary to the Chancellor, Lakshmi, direct to the Secretary to the Chancellor. I think that all universities, Chancellor is the authority with regard to appointment. Earlier, in fact,
The vacancies is very critical. Can you see there the letters?
in the earlier, what happened, my lord? Earlier,
90% vacancy.
that was abandoned. That's why matter was pending before the Honorable Apex Court. Subsequent to that was waived. No problem. Now, in the meantime, the whole universities are, they have got the prerogative to appoint their own, but now entire universities are managed by the guest faculties. Is the whole
Total
problem.
vacancy, they have checked also. Can you see?
So chancellor secretary, or syndicates are there also. In some universities, syndicates are not functioning properly. In 90% universities or syndicates are there, and chancellor's nominee and state government's nominee, lots of all these things. All these are there. So secretary to the chancellor is they'll file an affidavit for the reason for not appointing a professor not to fill up this post. I think that suffice. Sorry, Malak, because of
No, not sorry. I thank you
Yes, I know.
for assisting. Otherwise, I will be eating your rice, your chapati, and your fruits, your vegetables, your ghee, and going back after retirement to my state. Nothing will happen to me. But what about I should justify myself that I have been brought here to work? I have to work. I cannot just do some tamasha and go. You have to tell what action, how many universities, you have to tell comprehensively.
That they have stated here.
Yeah.
Kindly have a
What
glance.
action you have taken.
That other
I have
letter.
seen.
1310 that I am getting that.
What action you have taken? You have to tell the court. Next date. If next date, if you do not say the due position, you have mentioned without giving any number of the case, etc. There is a writ petition pending. All right, we will get them posted here. So on which date you are giving full particulars? Why guest lecturers? Guest lecturers who have retired. Why them? What should happen to the youngsters? You send them to Bali Yatra. All young people, let them go to Bali Yatra.
Have a strong and
What is happening? What should happen to the young people? Why are you ignoring the young people? Retired people will get pension. They are happy. We can make use of them wherever necessary is another thing. But what should happen to the youngsters? If they do not get money, how? Well, they will go to the street as pickpockets. Pickpocketers.
May I pray your worship?
Yes.
To pass some comprehensive order, it will be better for us to.
I have very comprehensive order. So 23/9/2025
That was only for vacancy.
vacancy. What actions have been taken? That you have to state. Why you need orders? You only can do that. That judge is very wrong judge you have brought to Orissa.
Because here your Lakshmi, the director higher education, secretary director, director higher education is not a party. The chancellor or
Government is
not a party.
Government is a party.
The information and statistics data have to be collected from them. I am finding it difficult now because sometimes very much difficult.
I mean, permitted to incorporate here also.
Yeah, you
Chancellor
Chancellor
and other things.
He is making submission.
Your Lakshmi may allow the petitioner to make them parties.
I am not allowing. I will direct him to make the party.
Yes.
Secretary to Chancellor, Secretary, Director Higher Education.
And Chancellor, government.
Why not? The Chief Secretary will be the secretary of all departments.
Yes.
Why all individual secretaries? Under your transaction of business rules, Chief Secretary happens to be the secretary of all departments, ex officio secretary. In addition to that, there are other secretaries.
Yes.
We will direct them to appoint the implead Chief Secretary as the party to this proceeding.
And the Secretary to Chancellor also, because for university.
This court, while order dated 23/9/2025, had said as under. In partial compliance of the order, Learned AGA Mr. Lenka, having made all efforts, had filed the letter of Directorate of Secondary Education number 26300 dated 10/10/2025 and letter of Joint Secretary to Government Department of Higher Education number 54876 dated 13/10/2025 in the former, the table is as under this table. To reproduce it. In the later, the vacancy position in the universities is stated as under. I have made it like this. Next paragraph. The information furnished in these two letters falls short of requirement to make any positive order in the matter. First of all, that apart, it is necessary that the petitioner be directed to array the Chief Secretary of Government of Odisha as OP number 8 and the Principal Secretary to the Office of the Governor of Odisha as OP number 9. Chancellor is not OP number, Principal Secretary to the Chancellor of the Universities, Odisha, as OP number 9. Ordered accordingly. Next paragraph. On the next date of hearing, what are the steps taken by the concerned quarters to ensure filling up of existing vacancies, which are in thousands, should be specified and stated in an affidavit sworn to by the Chief Secretary of the state and also by the Principal Secretary to the Office of Chancellor of Universities, failing which some stringent action may follow in addition to bitter criticism. First of all, call this matter on which date?
First week of November.
First week.
Everything is on your computer, na?
Yes.
We call this matter on
27th or 28th.
27th we'll call this matter.
Yes.
The holidays are there.
2 days, only 1 day holiday.
That is my problem. I will say that.
This is everybody's problem here.
There are so many departments, universities, so many universities.
Tell which date you want.
First week of November, you will let me any day.
We'll call this matter
Yes.
in the second week.
Yes.
Alright.
Obliged.
At that date, if something happens, well and good. Otherwise,
No, it will happen.
we'll call this matter on 10th of November.
Obliged.
On.
May I be permitted to make them parties in the
Yes, I have
Yes,
directed
just now.
you to do it now. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
I have not directed for filing of application. I have directed you.
Yes, I will
You read them now.
Yes, yeah. The next matter, third topic.
Directing the staff.